How's it going, guys? My name is Eric Van Wilderman, and this isn't kind of a normal video that I do, but I have two things that I want to do for you guys. The first one's gonna be a little bit of sponsored content. The second one is gonna be how to use the PS4 controller with Geometry Dash, because a lot of you guys have been asking me, and I do want to show you guys in a video. So first, let's do the sponsored content. I got sent a controller, a PS4 controller, and it's a custom-made PS4 controller that you can see right now from a company called Controller Chaos, and it's a really cool company because you can custom make any kind of controller you want. It's crazy. So right on the front page, you can see that there are Xbox controllers, there are PlayStation controllers, and Nintendo controllers. So you can pretty much get controllers for any console. Now, on the front page, there are bestsellers right here. So you can just pick like an already pre-made template and then order it, one that catches your fancy. For me, what I did is I ordered a pre-made template and then I got my initials put on EVW, and I think it looks pretty damn cool. So there's Xbox One bestsellers, PlayStation 4 bestsellers, and Xbox 360, they still have PS3. Pretty cool. Now I'm gonna go into the custom make stuff. There are all sorts of things that you can do to custom make your controller. So when you get to build your own PS4 controller, you can go to the screen, you can choose a color for the basic, just color of the controller. You can choose a gradient, like some premium colors and whatnot. You hit submit. Let's choose a better color than that. Let's choose this one, like a gradient purple going into black. You can also customize the buttons, so what color will appear where the buttons are. I'm not a big fan of that. You can customize the D-pad. Maybe you want to get some orange with the purple. That looks kind of cool. You can customize what color the bumpers are, so if you want to go with orange on the top as well, you can do that. The triggers will go with the same color. You can even customize the PS button right there, but nah, I don't think we need the PS button. Let's, well, it's too late. You can customize the touchpad color. Now, here's the deal though. You can also go on to some of these limited edition controllers right here. You can choose one. For example, this was mine, the teal Pack-a-Punch. So what you can do here with these really premium ones is you can actually custom make the colors as well. Let's say, for example, I wanted to customize the touchpad as well. I could put whatever color I wanted to on there. Let's choose, yellow. I don't like yellow with that. Let's choose, red looks okay. Maybe purple with it I think looks a bit better. So, you could do that as well. And you can put like little splashes of stuff on there, but that's not really good because there's already a design that's on there. And right down here, you can upgrade your hardware. You can get a rapid fire chip, which I imagine are just extra things for like FPS games and whatnot. Jump shot, there's like certain buttons that you can do, fast reload, all kinds of cool modifications you can do to help you in particularly FPS games is what I'm gathering right here. So anyways, if you want your own controller, remember you go to controllerchaos.com. There's a link in the description down below. You can follow that. Pretty cool controllers. I highly recommend them. Anyways, let's just get on with the video showing how you can use your PS4 controller with Geometry Dash. So first of all, you're going to want to go to Google and you're just going to type in input mapper with no spaces, input mapper. You go to the website right here. It's super easy to set up. So you just go to downloads and there's input mapper 1.5 or 2.0 beta. I'm not trying the beta. So you just click on input mapper 1.5 and go to the top one right here and click on download and you got to accept. Okay, so I'll download it. I don't know why it took a while for that window to pop up, but I'm downloading it. I'm just gonna put it into like a dump file right here. And I already have it there because I had downloaded it before. Click on it, it's pretty easy. So we just agree, install, and it should take really quick. It's not a big program by any means. Okay, successfully installed. So we finish, and now it's somewhere on our desktop right here. This is where I always put it. I put it right beside my games. Ooh, you can see my desktop. I'm a little embarrassed. And now all you do is you open it. Now I have not connected the controller yet. Now, one thing to keep in mind is I do not use wireless with my PS4 controller because with a game like Geometry Dash, there might be just a tiny bit of latency and that could make or break your reaction time on a level, right? I use a wired connection because I find the reaction times just a smidgen better, which makes all the difference when you're doing harder levels on Geometry Dash. Okay, so I just take my PS4 USB cable, I plug it in. Now the PS4 USB cable isn't the longest. For me, my computer's right beside me, so it's not that bad, but you might need to buy like a longer one if they even have them. I have no idea if they do. And then you can plug it in. So right now you can see it's recognized the controller and it says 70% charge default. That means it has connected. And now that this is here, then we're ready to go. So let's fire up Geometry Dash, and I'm just gonna show you a few of the button inputs I use on there to help you out. Okay, so you know your controller's connected if you get to the front page and it shows X, this little pause button, and Y right here. Now the thing about the program input mapper is what it does is it tricks your Windows system into thinking that you've plugged in an Xbox controller or just a PC gamepad. So you're gonna see things like X and Y, which are buttons that are on Xbox controllers. You're not gonna see the PlayStation buttons pop up. You're not gonna see triangle, square, X, or circle. That's just something you gotta get around, and you gotta memorize which button is which. Now for me, what I like to do in the menus is I just use the mouse. I don't use the controller. You can use the analog stick and move around the mouse with the controller if you want to, but I'm not a huge fan of doing that. I think the mouse is just much easier. So let's go to like a featured level or something. Tranquility by Philips Men. I'm just using the mouse to get here, and now download. And as you can see, if you just press start on the controller, it'll start the level. So the start button right here is this button over on this side near the buttons. Near the other buttons. And now X is to jump. Now you can press R1 or X on the controller. So R1 or X is to jump, and that's all you need in Geometry Dash, really. I mean, to do the basic levels, but now for example, when I die here, I could press B, which is circle on the PS4 controller, or I can press start to retry. So these are buttons that I'll use because I don't want to go and use the mouse. It's kind of annoying to reach my hand over and use it. So if I want to go back to the menu, I press B. If I want to start the level again from here, I press the start button on it. I can press start right here, and in this menu it says X for practice. Now X on the Xbox controller is actually square on the PlayStation 4 controller, so I can press square from this menu to get into here. And you don't have to go back to your mouse to do that. Now I'm in practice, and if you press square again, you'll set down a checkpoint. Now if you want to get rid of a checkpoint, I put one there, you press circle. Circle gets rid of the checkpoint. So you can use your controller to do practice mode. You don't have to hit the keyboard inputs, you just use your controller and you're good to go. So I'm just putting a bunch of checkpoints right here, square, 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 right? I can just keep on mashing it, and it's pretty convenient, I gotta say, and I'm pressing X to play as well. Pretty convenient indeed. And so personally, me, I like using the controller because I feel like I'm better with my thumb. I've always been a console gamer, and if you are really used to the console controls, then you might actually be better off using a controller, a PS4 controller in my case, or just another controller like an Xbox controller or something, right? Which Xbox controllers just directly connect to the PC. You don't actually have to worry about downloading additional programs. So yeah, you can use a controller if you're more comfortable with it, which I am, and a couple other people are too. I hear Crazy Man uses one, and Brandon Larkin for sure uses one, and they're both incredible players. So if you feel you'd be more comfortable with that, then it is definitely a valid option. And I basically taught you all you need to know, basically how I use the controller on Geometry Dash anyways. There's really nothing else to say. Other than that, I really hope you enjoyed the video. If you love the look of this controller, you can pick one up at that website. They got some pretty cool stuff. I just thought I'd make this quickie just to show you guys how I play Geometry Dash. Well, hope you enjoyed the video. I'll see you in the next one, and as always, guys, peace.